Good morning. It's a beautiful day out. Welcome to Chef Al's kitchen. If you're looking for cooking, this is the place to be. We're going to do the signature move, towel over the shoulder, and also my favorite, smell the basil. So today's recipe is going to be a beef stock. So what I have here is some beef bones. I have a chuck steak and also some short ribs that we're going to brown off in the oven. And we have a mirepoix here of celery, onions, and carrots, and we're going to throw in some tomatoes. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this beef stock now is to get ready for the fall, because the fall is right around the corner. So in the fall, you know, I've noticed myself that I like to eat heavier, which I put on some weight. Okay, all right, so, but that's neither here nor there. So, but we're gonna get ready for the fall, so you can take this beef stock, and after it's all done, and you simmer it for 5-7 hours, and you skim the top of it. Well, after you get this all done, you cool it properly, and then you put it in these containers, and you freeze it. So when it's time to make some stew or some chili or whatever soup you want to make, you're ready to go. And when you start getting low, make some more beef stock. You can do the same with chicken stock or vegetable stock. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get to cooking. Okay, so we're going to get started with this beef stock. Beef stock, I've got my bones here like this, and what I'm going to do is take some vegetable oil, and we're just going to kind of put that over the top like this. This will help brown it in the oven. And then also what we're going to do is we're going to put some salt and pepper on this, and then we can salt and pepper the stock later on to season it. And also I got some crushed black pepper here. I'm going to put over the top of that. And this will probably take about maybe 45 minutes in the oven. And I'm going to throw my mirepoix on top of all these. Yeah, look at that. That's gonna be good when it comes out of the oven. And then you simmer this stock for, like I said, 5 to 7 hours. Keep skimming this stock. And then also what you can do is, after this is all brown, you can you'll put it in a pot and simmer it, like I said. And if you want to continue the stock the next day, you can heat it back up and then just keep reducing it. The more you reduce it, the stronger the flavor will be. It's great for making your sauces, your brown sauce, your gravies, whatever you want to do. So I've got this all on here. So I'm going to put a little more oil on top of this, and so we got some oil in there, and I've got the oven on 400 degrees. So it'll probably take about 45 minutes, maybe a little more, and I'm going to put it in the oven. Okay, it's in the oven now, and then I've got this pot here, kind of an old-fashioned pot, but then we're going to put it in here, add some water to it, and also we're going to add some beef stock that I just got at the grocery store to kind of help enhance the flavor, give it a more beef flavor. Now, if you don't want to do that and do it totally natural, this is so I can make more beef stock than what I want, you know. Yeah, I always make too much, it seems like. So, but that's the way it is. Okay. Oh, I got some carrots here also, some shredded carrots. If you have anything in your refrigerator that you need to get rid of, it's time to make stock. That's all there is to it. So I'm going to add these to the sheet pan in the oven there. Okay, I've added those shredded carrots to that sheet pan with all the beef bones and the mirepoix So you didn't see me do it, but I did it. So now what we're going to do is do one of these and wait a while till they brown. But while we're doing that, I'll talk about a little bit about. You also put some. This is Cabernet Sauvignon red wine that I'm going to add to the stock just to kind of enrich it, because I like wine. Who doesn't like wine? So we're going to add this to the stock after it comes out and in the pan, and then we're just gonna watch it cook for 5 to 7 hours. You know, but it is so important that when you're making sauces that you use a fresh stock. It makes all the difference in the world. You know, you can go to restaurants and everything nowadays seems to be out of a can. Well, I don't do that, and neither should you. You should try to make make it the best you can, and that's why I'm doing this channel, so I can help you out, and I can help myself out, and my wife and I, we get to eat. Okay. All right, now we're gonna just we're gonna wait for this these vegetables to brown up, and we'll start the stock, and I hope you enjoy it. Also, make sure that you keep stirring that sheet pan with the mirepoix in there and the beef bones, because you don't want to burn one side or the other. You always got to check stuff. Just don't forget about it. Just make sure you check it, and so you have a nice product when it's done. And because we don't burn things around here, I hope you don't either. So here we go. Okay, here I am. You can see my hands, and I was just gonna want to show you this. What I've done here is I've pulled this out of the oven because I'm going to turn these bones, and just look at that. That just makes you want to eat it right before you even make a stock out of it. So I've got to find my fork here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is turn these bones, turn them like that, and look at that. Yeah, you can see that they're starting to brown. So I'm turning them, and I'm just going to kind of mix these up. See, I didn't burn it because I don't burn stuff. So here we go. We're gonna turn these bones, and you can tell right now that I just wanna eat this whole thing. But I might be full after that. So I've turned these over. I'm gonna put a little more salt and pepper on this. Gotta have salt and pepper. Those are the two staples in the whole world. Okay. All right. So here we go with this. Now I'm going to stick these back in the oven, so they brown some more, because you want them nice and brown, and all those vegetables and all that goodness is on this sheet pan. Nothing but goodness. Okay. So while that's browning in the oven over there, what I wanted to do is talk about some herbs that I'm going to also throw in the stock pot. Okay, I have rosemary, some basil, and some thyme in there. Now, it's good for you to if you can, start an herb garden, so you can put this stuff, and it just makes the food so much better, and you don't have all those stuff in the grocery store that you have to buy. So it's a good idea to have these, and these are three of my favorites: the rosemary, thyme, and basil. Now, thyme, you have to watch how much thyme you got. Well, how much thyme you put in your stock, or thyme is a pretty strong herb. So just watch how much you use of that. Okay. And also, what I was going to show you is this is what I look like in the fall after I've eaten all the stews and stuff. Just look at me. I've lost a lot of weight since then. All right. Well, it's hurry up and wait. Me again. Okay, so now those bones are getting nice and brown, and that mirepoix is all mixed in there. Besides, a mirepoix, if you don't know what that is, that's a mixture of onion, celery, and carrots. equal amounts. Okay, so okay, all right, okay. I'm starting with the okay again. Oh well. Oh, maybe I'll say oh well. But anyway, so I'm gonna pull these out of the oven and I'm gonna show you what they look like. And I'll bet you can smell, wherever you live, you can smell that from here, from there. I can smell from here. I wish they had smell vision, but they don't. So here we go. Look at that. Wow. That's amazing. Anyway, that's how good this stock is going to be. Just looking at that, you know the stock's going to be good. Just make sure that you keep skimming it all throughout. That skims the fat off. And if you start the next day, you know, if you put it in the refrigerator the next day, make sure you keep it about that high. What'll happen, that'll cool, and the fat will come to the top. You can take that fat right off, and you don't have a fatty, oily stock. So we're gonna put these bones in here. Look at that. And also this meat here, later on, you can take it out and just reduce the stock, and then save this meat, chop it up, freeze it, put it on a sandwich. You know, of course, these you have to trim the fat off these some of these bones, this meat, because you don't want a fatty sandwich. But these are cheap cuts of meats which you should use for stock. So just watch the fat content in there. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in here, and then I'm gonna turn the stove on over here, and then I'm gonna I got both these burners on almost high. Then I'm gonna dump these in, all these vegetables in with that stock, and then I'm gonna deglaze the pan with Sauvignon. I should do these videos at night. That way I could have a glass of wine while I'm doing this. It's early in the morning here. Listen, starting to talk to you. Food always talks to me. I don't know why. But so here we go. We're browning that off, and we're gonna brown those bones off a little bit more, and then we're gonna throw this in there. Add some more beef stock to it, maybe a little water, we'll see. And then it's basically done. So you just keep turning these. You don't want to burn them, but you still want to brown them a little more. As you can see, these short ribs, all that fat on there, you can trim that off, but this is good meat here. And also you can take this and cut it up in chunks, you know, thumb size, and you can package it up, freeze it, and then it's ready for your stew in the fall time. You know, you gotta have fall in the stew. All right, I'll stop talking so much and get to cooking. Okay, here, so we're browning these up, and pretty soon I'm gonna add this wine. And all this mirepoix here, these vegetables, that is just going to add so much flavor to your stocks. So, and then I'll add my herbs. I won't be able to, you know, your house is going to smell like beef all day. Which, speaking of that, let's turn the fan on. So, but you can, you know, we used to, in the restaurant business, keep this going for a couple days, you know, but a lot of people are afraid of burning their house down at night, so I wouldn't suggest leaving it on at night. Just, you know, cool it and then bring it back out and maybe cook it 2 days, you know. But if you don't have time, just 1 day is okay too. You can see that's browning. Okay, so now I'm going to hit it with the wine. You know, you don't want to use too much. Don't use the whole bottle. Just maybe a cup or two. Probably more like 2. Can you smell that? That's how much wine I put in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the mirepoix to that, and I'll try not to make a mess. I'll stand over here so you can see. Look at that. Yeah, and if you ever make a pot roast or whatever, save some of that juice. You know, you can freeze it and save it for your stock. Okay, so there we got that in there. And, I'll show you this real close, just to make you more hungry. Look at that. Okay, now I'm going to turn this burner. This burner's on low. Basically simmer. We're going to simmer that. I'm going to throw the herbs in there. And you see that? That's just that's a picture in itself. Here goes the beef stock. So you're going to want to cover this. And this here is about 48 ounces of beef stock. I'm not going to need to add any water, because this beef stock here is good. Sometimes this stuff has salt in it, so well, there you have it. Look at that beef stock. Let me get this a little closer so you can see that. Look at that. I like to fly in. I wish I would have been a pilot. Okay, so stir this up. And what I would do now that you turn this down, now that you got the liquid in there, turn it back up on high a little bit, and pop a lid on it, and bring it to a boil, and then trim the heat to simmer, and then simmer for 5-7 hours, 58 days, whatever. Take 14. Just a note here, that after that stock's all done and you freeze it, or you want to break it out for the winter, it makes great au jus, or jus, they would say jus. Au jus is French for with juice. So I don't know why they say au jus with juice. I guess it's with the juice. But anyway, it's just a jus, but it makes great for French dip. Heat it up, put your French dip in there. Well, that concludes my lesson for the day. So get ready for fall, because fall's right around the corner. Beef stock. That's what's happening today. And also my signature move, smell the basil, and now it's hurry up and wait for that beef stock. You're gonna love it. Thanks for watching Chef Al's Kitchen, looking for cooking. And also, if you could, please subscribe and share, like, And check the comments out. All the recipes are on there if you'd like to look at them. So have a great day and thank you very much.